All right, everybody. I wanted to make a video so that you know what the heck is going on in these lessons. It's kind of confusing. So to start with, number corner, the number corner handout you have. I did put, like on Monday, I put days in school activity that I thought was a good one. And I put it on the same day as this computational fluency activity where you're using your magnetic wall and going through examples of making a 10. Does not mean you need to do those two things on the same day. You decide what's best for your class. Remember that as you're going through the number corner activities. I also want to say this picture is just to remind you that when you play Guess My Number, you're trying to use your class number line, if you have one, and your frog clip would go at the end of both of them. You would not have one at 89. The other one would be at 0. So they're trying to guess your number all the way to whatever you've gone to on your number line so far. Okay, so I just wanted to report that out on the number corner. And one more thing. This day, I have this student book page, and in the packet I gave you 2 sheets that have coins on them. That's just so if you have kids that maybe just do this side, or you might have kids that do both sides. One of them has a graph and it's a little more intense. So again, you decide what's best for your class, okay? All right, I'm going to the lessons, and I did put some stars to keep in mind all week. There are some good home connections pages that you could use if you wanted to, any parts of them throughout this week. I did not put that in the lesson, so I'm just making you aware of that. Okay? All right, so come Monday, the penguin doubles from session 3. Let me show you my smartboard file, and it looks like this. I start off with a, let me extend this out, can I? No, okay. Counting by twos. So this video, if you click here, will take you to counting by twos. And of course, YouTube wants me to answer one question. No, I'm not going to. Let me get my sound on. So this is just taking a little break and getting up, getting down, being a monkey, and counting by twos. Okay, so that you can be ready for, let's go back to the slide here. Come the second slide, you have a penguin here, and you're showing that today, here's a penguin fact. Female penguins lay eggs at a time. They're probably going to say 1. Well, it's not. It's actually 2, and that's why we just practiced counting by twos. And because they lay them in twos, let's go ahead and sing a doubles rap, or maybe you have your own doubles song. Okay, this one goes through and is like, it's the doubles, baby, here we go, and then we're like 0 plus 0 equals 0. Ooh, so it goes through like that, all the doubles. So you do some double wrapping, because then you're going to go into an activity where they're going to end up getting to do this in partners. So I kind of revised this lesson because there is a teacher master page that they could fill out with you. But me personally, would just do some examples together, them on whiteboards, and then set them forth into partners to do this. So there's a student book page where then in partners they would have a pair of dice, and that's all they'd need, and then they would work this activity. So let's try it. So we'd roll the dice, and this tells us how many female penguins that we're working with. In this case, we rolled 4 and 3, which is 7. Hey, that's 1 less than a double. And then how many eggs in all? Okay, well, let's see. This is why this graphic helps. They're going to draw in. One female penguin doesn't just lay 1 egg. She lays 2. Well, we need 7 female penguins, so we fill it in. Second penguin, third penguin, and so forth, right? Until you get to your 7 penguins, 7 female penguins. And then how many eggs in all? Well, that would give us a double. That's why we sang doubles. 7 and 7, which let's lean 14. Okay. All right. This also looks like a number rack right here, so I could see the 5 and 5 and 4 more. Okay, so you're just practicing with that that day, and they go forth in partners, and their sheet looks like this. So they get to roll and find the number of penguins, make their doubles, and that's what their practice is that day. Okay, there are some closing questions if you want to use them, and that is Monday. Okay, then come Tuesday, let me go over here. Tuesday, 326, adding 10s and 9s. So this is now using the idea of making a 10. So maybe you move around your number corner stuff so that you are doing your making 10s ideas this day. But you decide. So here I have session 4, which is right here. And let me go through this here. I wonder what our theme is today. Eating fish. So how many fish can a penguin eat in 1 hour? Just give some fun facts. Well, they can eat this many fish. About this many fish. Yeah, of course. I set it up in a way where they can strategically try and count out the fish in a different way other than by ones. So now I would give them some more facts, right? They can eat up to 20 fish in an hour, depending on blah, 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 blah. And then we get into it. So they're going to need their number racks and their whiteboards. And on their number racks, the beads are going to pretend they are fish. And they're going to set up their whiteboard like this. And then we start in. So here's our first situation. A penguin ate 10 fish. Then what happened? A few minutes later, the penguin ate 3 more fish. Here comes the question. So that's me asking the kids, what do you think the question's going to be? Blah, blah, blah. We figured out how many fish did the penguin eat in all. Okay, so then we fill in our 10 plus our 3 more that they ate, and we're at 13 fish or 13 fish. Then I go to the next one, and I go through my situations. Sunday, she ate 10 fish for breakfast. Then she ate 6 more for lunch. What's the question going to be? Blah, blah, blah. How many fish did she eat? Blah. Okay, let's go to this one. Now we're at, remember, she ate 16 fish on Sunday. She had 10 fish for breakfast and 6 for lunch. What's going to happen next? Well, on Monday, Penny ate only 9 fish for breakfast. Uh-oh. So here comes that 9. And then she ate 6 more for lunch. Ooh, so how many fish did she eat in all on Monday? So now we don't have a 10. Now we only have 9, okay? This is where we're trying to relate our 10s facts and how we can make a 10 to make this easier. Remember, they're on their number racks, so they're going to have 9 on the top, and then they have 6 more. But we can take one of those and move it up to make it 10. Or maybe someone already did that with their number rack. Okay, so then we talk through how these 2 problems, here's what she ate on Sunday, here's what she ate on Monday, and how those 2 problems relate to each other. And why making a 10 is amazing, right? Okay. So now we try some, 9 plus 2, and we try to practice making a 10, and then that's all for that day, okay? Then the next day, this is Wednesday, you play spin to win. So I split it up into 2 days. This is a really good one to do all together, and then to pass out and have them actually play it in partners. Yes, they'd all have to have some spinner overlays, but I bet you can make that happen. Or if you can't, then I have some wooden dice, and you can just write 10s and 9s on it. And they could use that to roll to see if they get a 9 or a 10. So that's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If you go to Thursday, now we get into some, kind of more complicated things. But we get to do it with a cute penguin twin named Molly and Ollie. So I have, let's see, I need session 5. So let me see, Molly and Ollie. And today's focus would be subtraction strategies. So you tell them, these are our 3 subtraction strategies we're going to look at today. So we're going to look at them through Molly and Ollie. Oh, aren't they adorable? Okay, so here's our first situation. Caught 10 fish in the morning, she ate 6 of them. How many does she have left? So we discuss on number racks how this is, we could use the takeaway strategy, right there, takeaway strategy. Or some kids might work from an addition fact they already know. So if they're like, well, I know 6 plus 4 is 10, so 10 minus 6 would equal 4. So the strategy here would either be takeaway or work from an addition fact. If you go to the next one that you do together, this one now is going to introduce them to the idea of the count up strategy. So Ollie has 10 fish, Molly caught 7. So we're going to say, well, Molly's at 7, how many more does she need to be the same as Ollie? Okay. So here we're going to start at 7, count up until we get to 10. You could show that on a number rack. And then here, you know, just another one, just for fun. And then there's a practice page, and this might have to be a somewhat together activity to go through. Okay. Then come Friday, I had on there, I wasn't sure what you guys would want to do at this point, how your week had been going, if we should move on to the next module or take a workplace day because you haven't had one where you actually have a whole time to do that, or work through one of the home connections pages. Might be nice to take a little break there. Okay, hope you're having a good break, and I will see you after.